Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we are testing out almost a full face of new makeup. This is more of like a high-end testing new makeup. I have some drugstore ones on my channel if you want to go watch those, but this look turned out amazingly. I don't want to ramble on too long. Let's jump right on in. We're just gonna jump right into this. I've already applied my brows, as we can probably tell. And this is one of the new products, and this is the Benefit KaBrow in the shade 3.5. I like the product. The only thing is the shade. Got a wrong shade. Other than that, I do like the product. I do like pomades, and I do like this one. I'm going to start with some primer, and I'm using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I'm going to do about 3 pumps. This is my second time filming this. I feel like I've just been filming and refilming lately, but my skin is very tacky. It's like glue, which hopefully foundation will apply good on it, at least the foundation that we're going to try. And for that, I picked up the Benefit Hello Happy foundation, and can we just talk about how cute this packaging is? I got mine in the shade 2, so hopefully it's a good shade match for me. This is 1 pump, and these pumps are from travel size products, so I don't know if you're still getting the same amount of product and like per pump out of these travel sizes. And I am using a new sponge. This is the Aesthetic sponge. I got it off of Amazon, so I'll have it linked down below. I think I might go in with a second layer of foundation. I would say this is like a light to medium coverage foundation. I'm gonna pull up the Sephora website really fast. The full size retails for $30. This foundation is applying it pretty well to my skin, even though I didn't apply like a pore filling primer to my very textured skin right now. Apparently it has SPF. It says a medium coverage liquid foundation, light to medium coverage liquid foundation with broad spectrum 15. If you want like a foundation with SPF, I highly recommend the It Cosmetics one. It has more coverage, but if you're like wanting like light coverage, this is a foundation for you. Research studies say 99% said it feels weightless, and this is after testing it for a week on 103 women. 98% said it's breathable, 96% says it blurs imperfections, 95% says it gives a natural looking coverage. It's very natural. I prefer more of a medium to full coverage foundation. I mean, like if my skin was a little better, maybe I would like this more, but as for now, not a huge fan. And it's drying, it literally is drying down to skin like finish. And I'm gonna add a second layer, but this time I'm just gonna apply it directly to the sponge. And while I was talking to you guys, it did dry, and that's my favorite thing to do when it comes to applying a second layer of foundation, is I let the foundation dry so that you're pretty much just putting more foundation, I guess, on top of pigment, because like the liquid fillers in the foundation have evaporated essentially. Concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Snow. I already love the Born This Way foundation, and I thought, let's give the concealer a go. And I have some dark circles. Haven't slept. Last week was my finals week. Didn't even sleep. That primer I would say is more of a gripping primer than a hydro grip. I'm not seeing any like hydration in the skin. Powder, I have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Yes, I'm not an expensive powder. I just got the travel size. I have this Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow Bronze and Highlighting Powder, the mini. Natasha looks kind of warmer. Might use the Natasha one and maybe go in with the Too Faced one. It's not a bad bronzer. I was like scared at first to use it just because of the color, but the formula on it I'm obsessed with. I actually tried to use the Too Faced Born This Way Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm gonna see how well it works as a contour color. I feel like this is a very versatile bronzer and you could use it for bronzer or contour. Is it just cocoa powder or is there some like micas and talc? I am loving how this look is turning out so far. For blush, I am going in with the Sephora collection Colorful Matte in the shade Shame on You #1. And the cool thing about these blushes is that you can actually, there's two little divots where you can actually take this bottom part off and you can put it into a Z palette instead of just having like a bunch of these powders. I've gotten into blush a lot lately and I got over my nose. Ever since I saw Amanda NSYNC doing it. I don't really know if I want to use the highlight in the... Instead I'm going to go into the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. I got this with an Ulta order. I have used it, not gonna lie. And I'm going to spray it with the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Spray. I always spray my brush. I actually think I know the dupe for this highlighter. My mood has changed so much since I have applied this makeup. I love the way that my face makeup looks. I'm going to set it with the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Spray. I'm not a huge fan of the mister on this because it's so fine, but you know those misters when it's like super hot out and some like stores and restaurants will have those misters outside? That's the way that this makes me feel. I'm going to prime my eyes really fast. Nothing new. The Revolution Prime and Lock eye primer. I'm going to set that with the center shade of our eyeshadow palette, which I'll discuss after I have set this down. For eyeshadows today, I'm using the Huda Beauty Nude Light palette. Love all these tones. I just used the center shade to set that primer. I'm going to work on this eye first and then I'll do this eye off camera. So first things first, I'm going to go into this pink shade. It's going to go into my crease. If you like more like a softer eye look, then I think this light one will be for you, especially for my light skin girls or boys out there. Yeah, but if you want more of a dramatic look, then I recommend like going with like the medium or the deep. Just my experience with them, but I love Huda Beauty shadow formulas. I'm now going to go into the purple on the same brush. I'm not like tapping it off and I'm just kind of like stamping it in the crease. And now I'm going to go in and blend it. And I feel like this shade is in a few of these shades actually. I think they're in the new Nude palette from Huda Beauty. Now I'm going to go into a smaller detailed brush and go into the deepest shade in the palette and just focus that lower in the crease. Just pressing it. And then I'll go in and blend. This is like staying like closer to my lid in my crease. Going back into the purple, blending it because I lost some of that while blending that. I'm going to go into this shade first on my finger all over the lid. And I'm going to go into this iridescent purple right in the center. And now taking a mixture of the, actually just taking the purple on my lower lash line, taking the pink in the palette, the lightest pink, applying that to my inner corners and my brow. Mascara, I'm using the Revlon Volumazing mascara. I'm gonna let that dry and then I'm gonna go back in with a second coat. I'm gonna go do this eye off camera, then we're on to lips and then we can finish this. Both eyes are done. This mascara, not my favorite. The reason I got it is because it was one of Allure's 2019 beauty picks. It was either part of their eye category or their drugstore category. I don't like it. The zero length, it barely coats my lashes, and I already have problematic lashes as is, so not a huge fan of this mascara. I'm gonna set my brows really fast. This isn't a new product. The e.l.f. Wow Brow. For lip liner, this is a new product. This is the MAC lip pencil in the shade Whirl. A few of these products you can get at Ulta, some of these you can get at Sephora, but majority of these are from Sephora. Just gonna line my lips. I actually think this might be a perfect lip liner match for the lipstick I'm gonna go in with. I also have never purchased a MAC lip pencil. These remind me a lot of the NYX lip pencils, which are like a fraction of the cost. Going in with the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncuffed. I have used this before, nothing new. I think it was this time last year that I was trying this out. How good of a match is that? This look needs a gloss. I'm gonna go grab a gloss really fast so I can finish off this look. I love this Steve Laurant lip oil in the shade Orchid, purplish gloss. Okay, let's talk. The way everything is sitting on my skin, I really like it. This foundation is buildable. Everything's looking great on top of the primer. I like the bronzers. I like everything on the face. Again, the only thing different that I would change about this is the color, and that's actually my fault. I will only be able to use the bronzer in here unless I use this as like an eyeshadow. Eyes, loved this palette. I just love Huda Beauty shadows in general. Mascara, not a huge fan of. There's better drugstore mascaras out there at a more affordable price. With all that being said, if you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel or give it a thumbs up or at both. You can also leave some video requests in the comments down below or at me on my social media, which is all under SassieBeauty, YT, see what's spelled here, with Twitter and Instagram. And with, ooh, I want to know, where are you guys from? I would love to know. And with all that being said, I'll talk to you guys in my next video.